of you have been asking about the correct point to pick your anemones. So it's just after they start opening. They look a little bit like a tulip. Can you see that? So they are not open yet. This is for the longest vase life. And what you want to do is you want to snip them. Be really careful because there'll be new emerging buds coming up. But what you want to do is you want to snip them really close to the ground, and then you get a nice long stem. Now the ranunculus seem no worse the wear for the cold night. Got buds, no flowers yet, but I just wanted to show you one thing. So remember I said just now to make sure that you allow the anemones to dry before you put them in the sunshine. This is the reason why. Can you see this brown mark? Now if I rub my finger over it, it's crispy, which means it's not mold or mildew, it's a burn mark. And what's happened is a water droplet had landed on the leaf, and then the sun's rays had been magnified and it had burnt the leaf. So you need to be careful now the sun's starting to get a bit stronger to make sure that you water earlier during the day or on cloudy days, or you can just put some fleece over the top, because if you water in bright sunshine then you can burn your foliage and then that bit's broken. It's not going to work anymore. It's not going to be able to photosynthesize. So that's the last thing you want. So no watering in direct sunshine. All in all, it is looking really good in here, isn't it? So just a few more tips for you. Make sure, can you see, look at that flower stem, it's ages from blooming, so it's going to be absolutely massive. This flower stem holds a lot of water, so it's vital that you do not allow your plants to suffer from drought, because if they do, the plant for its own survival will sacrifice these flower stems and they'll literally just fold in half and you'll lose the bloom. The plant will survive, but you'll lose the bloom. So make sure that they don't suffer from drought. If you need to water your plants urgently, then just make sure that you water them at the base and you don't get the foliage wet in the bright sunshine. And then can you see the leaves moving slightly in the breeze? That means that we've got adequate ventilation. It is vital. They can suffer from something called botrytis. They can get pests such as aphids, green fly especially, if you don't have adequate ventilation. Good light, good ventilation will keep your plants healthy. Now to help with the ventilation, we've made sure, and the food situation, we've made sure that we've spaced our plants carefully, haven't we? Can you see? So they've all got their own room. Actually, while I'm here, all the leaves are different, you'll notice. I've got different varieties of ranunculus in here, so they're all going to look different. But last year, a few people were worried about the white splodges on some of the leaves. This is part of the plant. This is completely natural. So if you've got a white splodge, don't worry about that. Now, just as important as the plants are the spaces in between, because that makes sure that nobody is competing for water and nutrients, and the ventilation can get through. So what you do need to do is make sure that you weed your plants, because these weeds are native and they will very quickly grow faster than your ranunculus plants, and they will take away the water, the nutrients and the ventilation if you're not careful. So weeding is probably the most vital thing you can do.